everyone. So I wanted to do not another serious video, but a personal video. So with my adoption video, telling you guys my story, I feel like a lot of people could relate. I feel like I helped a few of you who are adopted and kind of struggling with it. So I just feel like overall it was a good video to just be personal with you guys and maybe talk about things that you don't know about me. I know, when you think of Snooki, you think, oh, party girl, drinking, that's it. But there's so many more layers to me that I feel like you guys need to know about. So I'm gonna get a little serious with this video and talk about how I had an eating disorder in high school. So I know it's a huge thing when it comes to not even girls, just like everyone in general, especially growing up, being young, trying to fit in, trying to feel, I guess, in the norm and just being accepted by everyone because you have to look this certain way, which is so not true. But unfortunately, it's in our brains that we need to look this certain way, and it sucks. Now that I'm older, I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna look the way I want. I don't give a shit. At this point, I just want to be healthy and I want to be a good mom to my kids. So honestly, I've had like a really rocky journey with my body and my weight and eating and just trying to be the best version of me. But growing up, I tried to be the best version of me, but not the right way. So we could start with, I guess, just growing up in general. Started doing gymnastics at like 4. My mom put me in. I quit when I was 13 because it was just too much. I was like practicing 4 times a week and it basically took over my life to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm getting older now. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I want to have free time. I want to go play. I want to go enjoy myself. So gymnastics was amazing and it helped me to grow up being athletic and, doing flips and doing the bars and vault. It just helped me to have that strong core of being athletic. So I loved it. And it helped me to do my cheer career, which was amazing, and I miss it so much. So doing gymnastics around 7, putting on that leotard, I feel like you start to, for me, have body images or a body image problem when I was like, I don't know, 10, 11. So wearing those leotards and feeling like, I had a pouch or I felt fat in my legs, that's when it started. And I feel like just because I was wearing those things to, compete and stuff, and I would see the other girls and they were like skinny and tall and I was like short and fat and I'm like, cool, what's going on? So that's when it started because I see other girls that look way better and I'm like, why am I short and fat? So I feel like that's when it started. And then when I went to middle school, I feel like I was average. I fit in the jeans that I wanted to. So middle school wasn't that bad. But then when I got to high school, that's when it was like, okay, I'm a freshman. I see all these pretty girls. They're skinny. And back then it was like size 0, flat ass. That is the goal. You want to look like a model and like you don't eat. And that's what it was. Now it's like, oh, I want a fat ass and curves. Way better. But back then everyone just wanted to be a skinny, head model. They wanted that look. So everyone trying to squeeze into size 0 jeans from Weathervane, Aeropostale, Abercrombie & Fitch. That's how it was for me growing up. So I started to get those insecurities of, okay, I can't eat, if I have a bagel, I look like I gained 10 pounds. So for me, I'm like, 4'9", 4'10", and if I gain 5 pounds, it looks like I gained 20. I have the smallest torso, I'm so short. I swear to God, if I was just elongated, even if I was like 5'4", I would be perfect. But the fact that I'm judging myself still. If the fact that I'm small, it just, if I eat a piece of pizza, it looks like I gained 1,000,000 pounds. So it sucks. And, that's my body. I accepted it now. And I know how to work with, my diet and how to look good when I need to look good. So, it only took me 30 years. You'll get there. But going back to high school, it was hard being a freshman. And I really didn't start to have a problem until I would say my junior and senior year. So everything was about cheer for me. Like, yeah, grades are cool, not even thinking about going to college. I just want to be the best cheerleader ever and enjoy it because I know it's going to be over. And when I graduate, I need to go to All-Stars. So I want to have like a great body because I don't want to lose my spot as a flyer. So it all started with that. So being a junior and senior, you know, obviously you're having freshman girls come on the squad. They're joining and they're literally toothpicks. This one girl, swear to God, she was like 20 pounds. She was like this, and all the spots were filled for flyers. And I'm like, this bitch is gonna knock my spot because I'm heavier and it's gonna be easy for her to be thrown up. And I just didn't want to lose my spot as a flyer. So this is how it all started. And I saw her, and right then, like, something clicked in my brain. You have to stop eating. Stop eating because you're gonna lose your spot. I was like pep talking myself. Fucking crazy I was. So I stopped. I gradually just left meals out. You know, I would go to lunch, and you know, I was at the girls' table. Everyone was eating salad. Some girls were eating pizza. You know, those girls that can eat whatever they want and not gain a pound. I hate you. Oh, I wish. But me, I would just sit there, and it started with just ordering a salad, like nothing on it, no dressing, just eating legit lettuce like I was a rabbit. And I literally trained my stomach to not be hungry. So I would go to school, I wouldn't have breakfast, I would drink a lot of water to have that filling sensation, like I'm full, but really my bladder is just filled and I gotta pee. So I started chugging a lot of waters. To the point where, okay, so I'm not eating until I get home because now I'm skipping breakfast, I'm skipping lunch, and I'm just drinking water all day to feel full. And then I get home and then I have whatever my mom's cooking. So now we're down to one meal a day. And I would get dizzy during school and I'd be like, whoa, but I thought it was funny because I was an idiot back then and so immature. So, you know, not eating at all during the school day, getting home and then eat stuff for my mom and then go to bed. And then, you know, after doing that for like a couple weeks or even a week, my stomach just got used to not being hungry. And it's crazy how that happens, but it just did. So I wouldn't even be thinking about food. So now I'm not eating breakfast, I'm not eating lunch, and now I'm not eating dinner because I'm just not hungry. All I'm doing is, you know, having water, not even enough water. To the point where like I started shaking and I got a little nervous, and if I was hungry, I would literally have a slice of cucumber and I would be full. I would be full from this little thing of cucumber or like a cracker. And that's how bad it got. I was just eating a cucumber a day or a cracker a day and I was good. Hardly drinking any water at that point because my body was so malnourished and used to it. So I was like, great, I lost all this weight. I'm almost the same weight as, you know, the freshman cheerleaders. So now I'm definitely not gonna lose my spot. So I was like, yes, I did it. And then we're at cheer practice one day and they had to throw me up in a Liberty and just hold it, you know, just for like training purposes. And I couldn't stand up in the Liberty. And for me, it was like, boom, done. Like I could always do it, but I didn't have the energy to get myself up. And then when I was up, I started shaking. Like I couldn't like, you know, be tight and hold my body weight up and be strong. Like I couldn't go like that because I was shaking so much and I got dizzy. So I tried like 10 times and coach was like, dude, what the f***'s wrong with you? And I was like, oh, you know, I'm just tired. I haven't really eaten today. And she's like, you're not eating at all. She didn't call me a bitch, but she was like, I know what you're doing. So I ended up running away. I ran into the bathroom stall at school and I just started bawling, crying. I was like, what the f*** am I doing to my body? That's when I got scared because that's when I'm like, oh my God, I don't feel good. And I've read these stories how girls like don't eat and they end up dying. And that's when I kind of had like, you know, a moment where I'm like, what the f*** is going on? That was like the bottom. That's when I was, you know, sitting on the bathroom floor, disgusting, crying, shaking, being like, what is wrong with me? What's wrong with my body? And that kind of snapped me out of it to be like, girl, you have an issue. And I forgot a little note. Every morning at school, I would go into the nurse's office and weigh myself because we didn't really have scales at my house. I don't know why. But I would wake up, go to school. Before I even go to homeroom or my locker, I would drop my stuff off in the nurse's room and just go weigh myself. And every week I was dropping down a pound and a pound and a pound till it got to about 87 pounds. So I reached to 87 pounds in high school and I was like, yep, I did it. That girl is 85 pounds. I made my weight and now, you know, I'm gonna keep my spot as a flyer. But realistically, I never was losing my spot as a flyer. because that was my spot and I was captain, and that wasn't gonna happen. But in my mind, I was just crazy and delusional. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that, especially growing up in school. So, you know, it was a hard time. And then after high school, I was just like, F it, I'm not cheering anymore, you know, gained my weight back. And then I had a little issue again when I started dating guys, and I just didn't feel sexy enough, so I would start starving myself again. It was like the MySpace era. So I started starving myself again, wearing the bikinis, and I would look so skinny, but I was starving. And that's just like not fun, because when you're starving and you do that to yourself, you're cranky, you're shaky, you're tired all the time. It's just like not worth it. You're in the worst mood ever. So that's the last time it happened, probably when I was like, I don't know, 18 to 21. And then I just snapped out of it again, and I was like, I need to stop doing this. This is crazy. Like I should be happy with whatever I look like and however I feel. So usually it's harder for other people. Like, you know, you have to go to a therapist, talk it out, or do something extreme because it's that serious. But for me, I got over it, and I was like, get over yourself. It's not the end of the world if you're not like a size 0. I got over it. I'm over it now, thank God. So I finally got over it, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do what I want. You know, go to college, gain that 15, enjoy myself, work out if I want to lose weight, and eat healthier. And that's when I joined Jersey Shore. 21, walking into the house, party is here. And yeah, that's where I was probably my heaviest ever. And I was fine with it. I didn't give a I was like, you know what? I'm having a good time. I'm eating cheese balls. I'm partying. I'm enjoying myself. I'm young. Let me just have fun and not even worry about my weight or what I look like. And that's exactly what happened. And then, you know, I was my heaviest from 21, Jersey Shore, to I think after I had my son. So that was like, what, 5 years? 5 years of just like not giving a enjoying myself and, you know, just letting loose a little bit. And then once I had Lorenzo, I was like, okay, in my mind, I was like, all right, I want to be a healthy, fit mom. So I was worried, honestly, in the back of my head, okay, I need to lose all this baby weight and all the weight prior to being pregnant. And I just want to get to a healthy, fit self. And I almost slipped back to, I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to, you know, even think about food. I'm just going to starve myself. And then I just thought about my son, and I'm like, I can't do that. I have to be the healthiest I can for my son, especially trying to breastfeed and stuff. You can't do it. You can't. So my son, I think, helped me a lot to be like, stop doing that, grow the fuck up, because God forbid, like, you know, your kids deal with that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it the healthy way. That's when I met my trainer, Anthony Michael, and I went to him like 4 times a week after I had the baby, started eating healthy, you know, chickens, vegetables, drank a lot of water, and I literally have never been that fit in my life right before I got pregnant with Giovanna. And I went down to like 98 pounds. And for me, I'm 4'9". That's like an ideal weight. Right now, I gotta get back to working out because I've been filming so much with Jersey Shore and, you know, drinking and all that. So I definitely want to get back to working out crazy and getting fit. But honestly, my goal in life is just to be healthy, to have muscles, to be strong. I don't want to be a size 0 anymore. I don't want to try and look like a model. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I just want to be healthy for myself. So you need to think of just like stop worrying about what other people think about you, because honestly, who gives a fuck? You're living your life for you, and you should be just not caring about what other people think. And I know that's hard. It's easier said than done, but I've overcome it. I've overcome what people think of me. I do what the fuck I want. If I'm gonna splurge on Pizza Hut, then I know to go to the gym the next day and do some cardio instead of starving myself all day. So I think it's all about just growing up, but also listening to other people's experiences. And that's why I did this video for you guys today. I know I've said it before in press that I did have an eating disorder growing up, but I never really went into depth like I am right now. So that's basically my story. Comment below. I always love to, you know, answer your questions. If you ever need advice, I'm not the one to be like, you know, this is what you need to do, because I don't like giving advice because everybody is different. but I like sharing my story, and maybe it can help you guys in return. So comment below if you have struggles. I know all of us do. And eating disorders are no joke, and I feel like it'll never stop. You just need to work on yourself, and if you want to be a better version of yourself, do it the healthy way. So yeah, that's my story. I survived my eating disorder, and I'm over it, and I just want to be a healthy, fit mom, and doing it the right way. Eat right, be active, and still be yourself, and not be a grumpy fuck trying to be someone you're not, honestly. All right, so I love you guys. Comment below. I love to read your comments. Subscribe to my video, or like my video. Subscribe to my channel. I know I never get serious like this, but sometimes it's nice to do it. So comment below on what you would like me to talk about. So check off adoption and check off eating disorder. What else do you guys want to know about me? All right, love you. Bye.